was that sigh of relief?
Yeah, it was good news, relatively speaking. But she is questionable for the week. She's not going to practice this week, and it could run into some time. So we're not completely out of the woods yet. But yeah, I'm just happy for her that there's no structural damage, because then you're talking months, and then that's not good for anybody.
But it's not. What is it? Is it sprain, hyperextension? What are we dealing with?
It's a bone bruise, and your guess is as good as mine on that stuff. I'm no doctor, so I'll leave it up to them. But she's got some work ahead of her.
The formulation with Taylor and with Boley working in the middle of the defense, how much did you practice that?
No, we didn't. We didn't practice it at all. We just kind of, the way the game went, we just went with a 5 out and just tried to do the best we can. Our kids fought and fought and fought. We just, it's one of those nights. We didn't shoot well. Give credit to Oregon State. They did a good job defensively, but we had chances. I felt that, there were a couple times we were up 2. If we could have gotten it to 4, we had a couple pretty good looks. I really thought we weren't going to lose, because this team is a good finishing team. We just could never get over that hump, and give them the credit. They made the plays down the stretch. But I was really proud of our team. I thought we fought hard under the circumstances.
It's not been the deepest team that you've ever had. I mean, is there, given what happened this weekend, sort of contingencies in place and faith that if, God forbid, someone else goes down, that you've got the horses to replace the production?
Well, I think if anybody lost, if you're talking about another one going down, I think if anybody lost 2 good players at this point, they're in trouble. I don't think anybody anywhere is going more than 6 or 7. So, yeah, and I have full faith in our group. We just, for whatever reason, it wasn't clicking the other night. So now that we have some time to practice, without Ruthie, we can, I think, work on some other things and be a little bit more prepared.
While you're without her, do you look to go back to the 4-guard lineup with Satu? Do you try to start Adi and rely on her more? What's your?
I don't know yet. Actually, I don't know. We'll see how practice goes. We've got some options, though. We can stay big and go with Lydia, or we can go with Adi. It is senior week, so and we have tons of confidence in both of them. Or we could go small like we did up there.
Certainly, Ruthie has to do what she has to do, and the trainers have to clear her and whatnot. But to you, ideally, would you prefer to play her a few minutes before Vegas? Would you prefer to get her back for maybe next weekend?
I'm leaving that up to the doctors and the trainers. Honestly, I don't know. When they say, hey, Kelly, I think we can get her into some practice, or hey, Kelly, I think she can play a little bit in the games. You guys, I learned a long time ago to stay out of that, man. I do not want to. I don't want to play doctor at all, and nor would I ever put pressure on a training staff or medical staff to, hey, we really need her. Well, that's obvious. So, but no, that's not the way we do things.
How's she doing? How's she been holding up the last couple of days?
I think she's fine. She's I think disappointed, but she's Ruthie is. If anybody could handle something like this, it's Ruthie. There's no question about it. I mean, she's so positive a person, and and she's got a team that really loves her, and so they're gonna keep her up.
Just trying to adjust, without Ruthie in the lineup this week made it a little bit more difficult by the short turnaround, having that game on Monday and then maybe jump right back into a Friday.
Well, that's not ideal, but Tuesday's our regular day off anyway. Today was the first day we practiced, so this was the first time we had a chance to really, put new people in different spots. So, we'll see how it goes. We have another day to prepare, and then we'll see how it turns out on Friday night.
Does Adi run the pick and roll similar enough to Ruthie, where that's still kind of a bread and butter play for you guys?
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to abandon what we do. And Adi is an able backup, fill-in teammate, however you want to say it. She is very good, and if you look at her numbers per minute, and if she played Ruthie minutes, the numbers would be somewhat comparable. So we don't take well, I mean, we'd much rather have a full squad with us, but we're going to be fine, and nobody's going to feel sorry for us. That's for sure. I don't think they're going to say, okay, well, we won't play quite as hard. No, we're going to get everybody's best shot, and we need to go finish this thing now.
Given where Adi grew up and where you used to coach, and I'm sure you've known her a long time, what's it meant for her to join you here and to help you build?
Yeah, Well, I owe a great deal to Audie. I've known Audie since she was a young girl. You know, she was a classmate of my middle son Jack's all through school, and they graduated together at Gonzaga Prep. And you know, and so I've known her for a long time. Love her to death. You know, she took a chance on us. She had a lot of other really good options. We didn't have a whole lot to sell her, but I think she and I knew we wanted to be a player and coach together, and so. And what she's meant to the program has been enormous. I mean, she's the winningest player, number one, but she's such a great teammate, and she has gotten everything out of Oregon, I think, this experience that a student athlete should. You know, she's one of our most popular student athletes. She's a great leader, an awesome teammate, a beloved teammate. And she could have maybe chased some more minutes somewhere else, but she didn't. She stuck it out, and she has really been, I think, she's left a legacy that will be remembered forever here. She's the one that got this thing started, her and Maite, and I would throw Maite in the exact same thing. I don't know if that's the next question, but obviously Maite is the same. I mean, those are two special players that helped get this thing started.
How did you discover Maite?
That was Xavi. You know, Xavi is from Spain. I think he knew her coach, and then the recruiting staff kind of took it from there. But I don't think she looked at many other places. I think this was one she had thought about, and so I give Xavi a great deal of credit for that one, even though at the time he wasn't a recruiter, so he couldn't recruit her. And then Mark and Nicole kind of took it over from there.
The junior class that you signed the year after that.
Yep.
How much success would you have had getting that group without the credibility that Audie and Maite helped provide and the success that they had as freshmen?
Well, maybe we don't get that group. Audie at the time was the highest rated recruit Oregon had ever signed in women's basketball. Maite was kind of an unknown, but we knew of her. I mean, she was considered one of the best point guards in the world in that class. Ironically, in the U17 World Championships, I'm guessing maybe 2013 or 14, must have been 14. Maite played against Sabrina. Sabrina was on the USA team. They didn't know each other at the time, and I mean, how cool is that? And actually, USA beat Spain in the gold medal by 1 point, so it was a heck of a game. And I think Spain had a chance to win that thing at the end. So. Pretty cool. Maite has been phenomenal, you guys. Day one, came in and we gave her the keys to the Cadillac, so to speak, and she's been a great driver ever since. I mean, started every game. Very few college players do that for full 4 years, and man, I'll tell you, she is an unsung hero in this group.